A 90-Day Fiancé star had a run of bad luck that went way beyond romantic woes due to a series of grueling health challenges. Colt Johnson retreated from the spotlight. Lately, however, Colt's enjoying fame again. Colt gets a villain edit in the 90DF franchise. In the past, maybe he earned the bad guy label fair and square. As he's lived, learned and matured, a new Colt is emerging, someone who's seemingly more grateful and self-aware. So, it's not impossible that Colt's villain days are over, as he embraces a new reality stint on 90 Day Hunt for Love. After a painful divorce from Vanessa Guerra, he's focusing on what's good in his life. For a Coultier man known for serious mommy issues, cheating and more, the glass is currently half full, not half empty. There's almost always something to be thankful for in life, and Colt's leg amputation scare probably taught him to treasure the simple things. This was a lesson he needed to learn. While talking about his 90-day Hunt for Love appearance, Colt showed his followers how much he appreciated the experience, but maybe not for the reasons that people expected. For Colt, the friends he made along the way were the most important and meaningful part of being filmed for the show. Love exists in many forms, and the villain Colt's branching out, realizing that anyone who brings good energy to his life is a VIP. In other words, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner who fills his heart with joy. It can be a friend too. As seen in the Instagram post above, he's smiling with his pals from the show. One of his co-stars praised him for keeping things light on the set. He made her laugh. Who was that? It was Nikki Valenti, who appreciated the fact that he kept things silly off camera. On the set, his checkered romantic history has made him a controversial 90DF star, but it has to be said that people may love to hate him, as he always seems to get another opportunity to appear in franchise content. Colt is charismatic, and despite some bad behavior, he retains his star power. Colt, a Gemini who's obviously intelligent, but often goes off the rails, formerly scattered his energy in ways that many Geminis do. They're witty, they're curious, and they're fickle. All the typical pros and cons of Geminis, including an insatiable appetite for gossip and two-faced conduct, make them a fascinating study of duality. Like Pisces, the two fishes swimming in opposite directions, Gemini has conflicting desires. One side of them wants something, but the shadow side can pull the Gemini or Pisces down, leading them astray. Gemini is represented by the twins, and a Gemini who isn't truly in love may play a game with their partner. A Gemini may fake emotions to get what they want. Colt has done this. The socially nimble and easily bored Gemini Colt can play the faithful man, but in the past, he was often acting. Yes, women have hurt him, including the fiery Brazilian Larissa Lima. However, he's also doled out some punishment. For example, he really hurt one former love interest, Jess Caroline, who, in a fit of blind rage, threw a shoe at him after finding out that he cheated on her with his friend Vanessa. Now, Colt's on the prowl again on Hunt for Love, and it seems like making a relationship work isn't easy for him. Romance is a trouble spot in his life, but then again, that's true of many people. Hunt for Love has featured wild cast members who go too far, including 90-Day Fiancé's Rob Warren, so he's in good company. He's now focusing on what makes him happy, such as good times with platonic co-stars. Life is short, people should grab some happiness whenever they can. Colt learned the hard way that there's more to life than romance. He had a terrible accident that changed everything. In life, in an instant, absolutely everything can change, and sometimes, things never go back to how they were. In Colt's case, his leg injury, he injured the same leg twice, was so serious that doctors warned him it might need to be amputated. This stuff is terrifying. It puts life in perspective. Perhaps Colt wakes up each day feeling relieved that he didn't lose his leg. He talked about being tough enough to survive in the Instagram post shown above. Maybe this sense of gratitude will spill over into other areas of his life, giving him the kind of maturity that's needed to keep a long-term relationship afloat. It seems like Colt is a happier person now. It's been a tough journey, and everything that happened to him wasn't his fault. Yes, he has mommy issues, but his mother didn't give him enough freedom. She would never just let Colt be in love with a woman, she had to interfere. That was not her place. Any mistakes in love are his to make, she could not relinquish control, and Colt paid a price because of her meddling. She may have had the best intentions, but letting Colt deal with his own love life would have been better for him. Then, there was Larissa, who seemed to want money and a glamorous life more than she wanted Colt. Yes, they had some chemistry, but it wasn't enough to keep the relationship alive. Larissa is a legend in her own mind, a strong and confident Leo woman who needs her beauty treatments and her adoration and her audience. She is simply not cut out for frugality. That's just Larissa. And frankly, It is great fun at times. She is a born entertainer. The woman who stood at the top of the staircase and bellowed, "Who is against the queen will die," could appear in the dictionary under the word Leo. Her drama is exciting but exhausting. As Colt learned, he seemed to really love Larissa, who obviously didn't give her whole heart to him. However, she has accused him of cheating, and maybe he did. Also, the mother-in-law issues would drive any woman around the bend. Colt's lived and learned, and his problems with his leg may have hindered him physically but freed him psychologically. When one part of a life is troubled, it can spark growth in other areas. A person develops new coping skills, and this is how they develop as a person. So, hopefully, the 90 Day Fiancé star's future will be rosy.